Bauhaus is all about design, buildings, furniture, art, you name it. They believed in combining beauty with functionality, creating pieces that were not only aesthetically pleasing, but also practical. Think of it like the cool kid in school who everyone wanted to copy. Their innovative ideas and minimalist approach set trends that are still followed today. Started in Germany way back in 1919, Bauhaus is still a big deal today. It began in Weimar, moved to Dessau, and finally settled in Berlin before being shut down by the Nazis in 1933. Why? Because they changed how we think about design, making things that were both beautiful and useful. They believed that art should meet everyday needs and be accessible to everyone. Like a good joke, right? Let's dive in. We'll explore the key figures, iconic works, and lasting impact of Bauhaus. So, buckle up and get ready to be inspired by the world of Bauhaus design. Picture Germany after World War I. A bit of a mess, right? People needed hope, a fresh start. Enter architect Walter Gropius. Gropius starts this school called Bauhaus in Weimar, Germany. His big idea? Combine art and craftsmanship to create a better future. Think of it like a super group of artists, architects, and designers jamming together. Gropius was all about clean lines, simple shapes, and no unnecessary fluff. He believed form follows function, meaning a building or object should be designed around how it's used. Like a good joke, it has to work. He wanted to make good design accessible to everyone, not just the rich and fancy. His motto? Art into industry. Imagine affordable, stylish furniture for all. IKEA owes him a big thank you. By 1925, Bauhaus was getting too big for its britches. Time to move to a new city, Dessau. Here, they built a brand new school designed by Gropius himself. This wasn't just any school, mind you. It was like a design factory, with workshops for everything from metalwork to weaving. Students learned by doing, experimenting with new materials and techniques. Section 5. The Bauhaus Style. Less is more, Yaar. So, what exactly is the Bauhaus style? Think minimal, functional, and timeless. Imagine a chair with no fancy carvings, just clean lines and basic materials. It's still comfy, but in a cool, modern way. Bauhaus loved using materials like steel, glass, and concrete. They were all about embracing new technology and mass production. They wanted to create designs that were beautiful, affordable, and easy to reproduce. Section 6. Bernau. Taking Bauhaus further. In the late 1920s, Bauhaus expanded to Bernau, just outside Berlin. Here, they built a trade union school, designed by Hannes Meyer, another big-shot architect. This project showed that Bauhaus ideas could work on a bigger scale, not just individual buildings. They created a whole campus that was functional, beautiful, and integrated with nature. Like a well-designed joke, it all flows together. Section 7. Beyond Buildings. Bauhaus Everywhere. Bauhaus wasn't just about architecture, though. They designed everything from furniture and textiles to teapots and typography. Their influence is still everywhere today, even if you don't realize it. Ever used Helvetica font? That's Bauhaus, baby. Or how about those simple, functional IKEA shelves you love to assemble? Or maybe not. Yep, Bauhaus again. They're like the hidden heroes of modern design. Section 8. The Nazis and the Bauhaus. Not a fan favorite. The Bauhaus movement, which began in 1919, was a revolutionary approach to art, architecture, and design. It sought to unify all forms of art and create a new, modern aesthetic that was both functional and beautiful. The Bauhaus school quickly became a hub for avant-garde artists and designers, pushing the boundaries of creativity and innovation. Sadly, the Bauhaus party didn't last forever. Despite its groundbreaking contributions to the world of art and design, the school faced significant challenges. The political climate in Germany was becoming increasingly hostile, and the rise of the Nazi regime in the 1930s marked a turning point for the Bauhaus. The Nazis, who came to power in Germany in the 1930s, weren't exactly fans of modern art and design. They viewed the Bauhaus's progressive ideas as a threat to their vision of traditional German culture. The Nazis believed that art should serve the state and promote their ideology, and anything that deviated from this was considered dangerous and subversive. They thought it was too degenerate, their words, not mine. The term degenerate art was used by the Nazis to describe any art that did not align with their ideals. This included abstract art, expressionism, and anything that challenged the status quo. The Bauhaus, with its emphasis on innovation and experimentation, was a prime target for Nazi censorship and persecution. The Nazis forced the Bauhaus to close its doors in 1933. This was a devastating blow to the art and design community, as the Bauhaus had become a symbol of modernity and progress. The closure of the school marked the end of an era, but it was not the end of the Bauhaus's influence. But like a good joke, you can't keep a good idea down for long. The spirit of the Bauhaus lived on through its students and teachers, who continued to spread its principles and ideas even after the school was closed. The Bauhaus's emphasis on functionality, simplicity, and the integration of art and technology continued to inspire artists and designers around the world. Many Bauhaus artists and designers fled Germany, taking their ideas and influence with them all over the world. They found new homes in countries like the United States, where they continued to teach and create. The Bauhaus's legacy can be seen in everything from modern architecture to graphic design, proving that even in the face of adversity, great ideas can endure and thrive. Section 9. Bauhaus today. Still cool after all these years. So, what's the legacy of Bauhaus? It's a question that invites us to look back at a movement that has shaped the very fabric of modern design. The Bauhaus School, founded in 1919 by Walter Gropius in Germany, was more than just an art school. It was a revolutionary approach to art, architecture and design that sought to unify creativity and manufacturing. Well, they basically invented modern design as we know it. The clean lines, the functional forms, the idea that beauty and utility can coexist, all these principles were championed by the Bauhaus. They believed that design should serve the needs of society, and that good design could improve the quality of life for everyone. Their emphasis on simplicity, functionality, and mass production is still relevant today, maybe even more so than ever. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information and stimuli, the Bauhaus philosophy of less is more offers a refreshing counterpoint. It's about stripping away the unnecessary and focusing on what truly matters. Next time you walk into a sleek, minimalist building or admire a piece of furniture with clean lines, remember the Bauhaus. Their influence is everywhere, in the buildings we live and work in, the furniture we use, and even in the digital interfaces we interact with daily. The Bauhaus vision of a harmonious blend of form and function continues to inspire designers and architects around the world. They were the pioneers who dared to imagine a better, more beautiful future. One chair, one building, one design at a time. Their work was not just about aesthetics. It was about creating a new way of living. They believed that good design could change the world, and in many ways, it has. The Bauhaus legacy is a testament to the power of creativity and innovation. And that's a legacy I think we can all appreciate. The Bauhaus movement may have started over a century ago, but its principles are still cool after all these years. Stay classy, world.